Hello, everybody, and welcome to RL Gaming, where today we're not going to be playing a game, but we are going to be reacting to the trailer of a game called GiggleLand. If you've been on Steam for like the past, couple months, you've probably heard about this, and if you are a game theory fan, you've probably also heard about this. Tom did make a video. I watched like 2 minutes of it before I said, wait. It's not out yet? Let me react to this really fast. So if you want me to play the game, which I would love to, let me know by continuing to watch this video or even put it down in the comments below. Before we start wasting too much time, let's hop into this trailer because I've heard it's interesting. And there's more like surface level game theory sort of things so we can feel smart together. Let's begin. Yep, there we go. Let's go full screen. That might be nice.
Welcome to GiggleLand! I'm
also doing my
Elliot.
nails,
And
so.
I'm Ella. And we're happy you're here. But before you head into the park, there are some rules you must know first. There's rules?
It's almost like
I
safety
thought this
first.
place was fun. It is fun, Ella. But you can't have fun if you're not being safe.
So true,
Rule
Cat.
number 1. Stay out of areas you cannot enter. If you see this sign, that means you have to stay away.
That's cute.
But what if I want to know what's inside? Well, I'll tell you. These areas are filled with machinery that helps keep the park running. You don't want the park to break down, do you?
Dang, gaslighting?
I guess not.
I guess
Rule
not.
number 2. You must be the appropriate height to ride the rides. If your head doesn't reach
that's
the arm,
cute.
that means you can't ride. That's not fair!
It's very fair, kid. If you wanted to, like, sneak your way, like, kid, you've got a couple inches, like, you got, like, a good 4 inches. I would have said put in some Skittles or something, because Snickers will melt. Put in some Snickers or something. I mean, Skittles. But, no. Kid, no. But anyway, I am 100% shocked that Disneyland has not adopted something like that, or even just thought of it first. Because, now maybe they have, but last time I went to Disneyland, they didn't have any of that. Like, imagine going to that, like, airplane Goofy ride thing, and it's just Goofy sitting there, somewhat in character, as a cardboard cutout, doing the thing for you to say, like, okay, you gotta be this high. Imagine. That would be so much more personable for the kids, as opposed to having, like, it's not the happiest place on earth for the local employee who's having to hold the stick. I think that'd be cute. I think that's adorable. This place, I would take my child to. I don't have kids, but I will take my niece and nephew.
This is for your safety, Ella.
There's dogs and cats.
Rule
It'll
number
be perfect.
3.
Never mind. Stay home, Jojo.
Follow the exit signs and get out. Hey, what happened to the lights? Rule number 4. Elliot, what's going on? Don't be afraid. There's no reason to fear us. Elliot! Rule number 5. If you feel a panic setting in, remember to take deep breaths.
That is true.
Please, Elliot, stop! Rule number 6. Don't close your eyes, or you'll miss the best part.
Lord. Aw. Wait, hold on. First, he needs a chill pill. I think he has some ADD or something, because he's having way too much fun in GiggleLand. Either that or he found where the giggles come from the land. Second, let me dry my nails before I start messing with my keyboard. This little gerbil thing was not in the trailer. He looks adorable, though. Okay, so wait, hold on. I was messing around. The dog is Ella, right? Ella. And then she kept saying Elliot, so I think that's the cat's name, right? So we've got Ella and Elliot. 200%. It's got to be like an E name for the little gopher, right? And I understand. Some people might say that's a rabbit. I don't think so. The only thing that says is a rabbit is that little tail. Look at these ears. That doesn't necessarily look like rabbit ears to me personally. I'm going to say that's a gerbil. we're we're gonna call him. So we got Elliot, Ella. It's got to be a little boy. So Elijah, Elijah the gerbil, Elliot the cat, Ella the dog, and Elijah the gerbil. There we go. The gerbil rabbit, drabbit, gerbalabbit, gerbalabbit. Trademarking. Okay, so that's the end of that. That's the end of the trailer. Um, for one, we don't know when it's coming out. It's coming out soon. I saw somewhere when I looked it up that it's supposed to come out like in the first quarter of this year. So that could be anytime between now and April something, maybe even May. So I'll keep an eye on it. But for now, let's look at these pictures because I'm pretty sure these would be cool. There's 7 of them, so there's plenty of goods I'm sure to go through. So, okay, what's this? We're going at night. Maybe it's one of those like you're trapped at night sort of things. Maybe we're either a parent looking for their kid or we're the kid trying to get out. That's my 2 guesses. Um, see, okay, that's actually adorable. I am a little confused though as to what kind of ride this would be. Obviously, it's a teapot ride, but um, these are usually about like 3 feet tall. I mentioned my little nephew before. He's like 6. Actually, he just turned 6. And he's roughly, I'd say maybe like 4 feet. No, maybe like more like 3 feet tall. My brother's like 4 feet. He's also young. Anyway, so he can be on this. My little nephew can be on this all day long. So, and let me zoom in so you can see better what I'm talking about. Look at that right there. So that's what, maybe a good couple inches higher than the ball. Is this thing going that fast that we need to make sure that a kid's like 3.5 feet tall? Because that's kind of ridiculous, I think. Because that's telling a kid that they can't be, what, 6, maybe 7? I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea. My little nephew's also kind of small, so maybe I'm just projecting. Don't worry, Jojo. I'm gonna put some Skittles in your stuff. Oh, that's her problem. That's why she can't put Skittles in her shoes. She doesn't have any. Poor dog. Poor little Doge. This is actually quite adorable for a character, though. It's reminding me of my dog, and I absolutely love it. Okay, let's continue on. Let's continue on before I start getting onto. Ah, just kidding. Who? Why? Sir? I feel like you're kind of low-key stalking right there. Is that Elliot? I think it is because he has like the little hat and whatnot. So I'm gonna go off on a limb and say that this is Elliot. Um, yeah, no, if you're stalking me like that, I'm either gonna be expecting a hug or I'm gonna be trying to leave. Those are the only 2 options. I'm gonna be very frank. This is very much so giving like Magic Kingdom though. I love it. Okay, yeah, that's gotta be Elliot. Let me move my mouse. It's totally Elliot, because there's Elliot right there. So maybe this is a little later on in the game. Because I can't imagine Elliot's like watching you from the get go. That would be very weird. And then like randomly sitting. So this is probably more towards the beginning, and that's more towards like the after this scene anyway. I will be freaking out walking by him though. I'll probably boop his nose. Anyway, cute. He's very cute. This is very much so giving Disneyland vibes, and I love it. Oh, there's our character. Okay. Okay. So we're a cute little girl. So okay, so we're a kid maybe trying to get out. I'm gonna assume this is Elliot's thing because or like whoever's playing in Elliot's costume. Because I'm gonna go off on a limb and say that that's not an animatronic. Because look at the fingers. Those aren't animatronic fingers. There might be like animatronic parts, like the tail or something, but I doubt the entire thing's animatronic. So I think it's a costume. This person who this little boy or girl drew. Very cute, very sweet. I don't think it's abandoned. I think it's neglected, but I don't think it's abandoned, only because of this. And because the lights are very on. It's not like, I don't know, it's not giving we don't know what to do because the whatevers are flickering. Like, this is very much so put together. So I think there's just something wrong with this park at night. Not because, like, look at even that. Like, this is during the day. Although there's nobody there. I don't know. We'll see when the game comes out. Let's keep looking at this picture because there's a lot to unpack. One, makeup. Who's doing makeup to then put on a mascot suit? I've done like the Easter bunny thing at my church at one point. Great time, loved it. It was for the special needs kids. But I wore a tank top and I wore um volleyball shorts. Still too hot. I wanted to peel off my skin. It was that hot. So I can never imagine somebody actively saying, "Let me take on some makeup." No one's seeing your makeup, buddy. Why do you need it on? I'm wearing very minimal stuff only because I have a light right here and I want to make sure that some of my features are defined. But that is it. I don't even wear makeup like that, let alone for a mascot suit. That's crazy. Also, no, I'm not ignoring the wine bottle. I just wanted to save that. That's funny. It's for staff only. No Lois's or what's her name? Beth. None of them can come in. Anyway, medication. Maybe Elliot is on some ADD medication and he just forgot to take some. Although he seems also very scatterbrained. Look at this nonsense. He's playing hopscotch on this bottom row. Don't know why. And then this had to have come from this because they must come in a thing. So maybe like 3 rows. So you took this row off, got like 80% of the way there, then got 80% of the way on this one. You can tell in the reflection. And then you played hopscotch for this one. That's really crazy. Anyway, if my character can, I would love to just mess with the makeup. It'll probably get somebody mad at me, but I want to do it very bad. Okay, so I don't know if it's because like somebody did something for demo and or not demo, but you know what I mean. And now like they summoned Elliot, but maybe that's what'll happen if I start messing with his makeup. Okay, there's some stuff here that's saying like console or something. Let's go look at that. Okay, development console. Okay, this is looking like code. So I spent about a year making video games. It was very, very elementary, but I had a great time and I learned some things. So I'm here to bestow some of that knowledge. First of all, we got a timestamp. I'm not even going to pretend to know. I'm going to try to say hours. It would be really weird for gameplay to try to say minutes and then milliseconds. Um, but I'm not too sure. This seems very weird for it to be 14 hours into gameplay. This, those are coordinates. We're gonna take you to math class really fast. Yeah, that's right. If you thought about making video games, it's a lot of math. Anyway, a lot of it's done for you. So your x-axis obviously is this, right? And then you have your what is this? Your positive and your negative. Then you have your y-axis, positive and negative. Your z-axis, which is what you're seeing right here, that's going to be like your depth. So going forward and going backward. So what is your 0, 0, 0, right? Your 0, 0, 0 is going to be whatever your camera is. So if you have something like a first person, usually they're going to put the camera either inside the model or right behind them or whatever situation you've got. So in this, I'm going to go out on a wild limb and say it's either the nose or between the eyes because we're able to look at ourselves head on. So that means that whatever this is talking about, which is an unregistered model and stated at position this, means that it's going oop that way. And since we're not getting a y-axis, it means that it's still on our same point. And that's weird. Not the Y, but the Z, because the Z is saying that it's positive, which means it should be in front of us, not behind us. So I would have assumed that it's Elliot, but maybe not. I'm not too sure. That is weird. I'm sure Game Theory has already talked about it, and somebody probably deep dived into it already. Let's look at the other stuff just because it's interesting. So, reading from top to bottom, we've got info. Refer to the system documentation for parameter details. Admin GiggleLand. That's very likely a link to something. I'm gonna go out on a wild limb. My phone is being distracting. Okay. Warning, detected unexpected behavior during idle state. Event triggered outside expected parameters. That is not very good coding talk, so that's interesting. Error, invalid model spawn detected. And output invalid model spawn. Model ID null, timestamp at 14:23:11. This unregistered model instated at position. And warning, issue flagged as P1 critical. So I don't think it's player one, maybe position one. Critical, please submit findings via report /_tool. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this and this is very likely parts of a URL. I heard somewhere that GiggleLand does have like a very full of lore sort of website. So I'll leave like the deeper dive stuff in for a Talkin' Tuesday, but like I would love to go into that and see what I can find on my own and embarrass myself immensely. Anyway, let's move on to the next one since this is image 6 of 7. Okay, so it's not much. We just have Elijah being like, "There's a snake in my boot." And I'm not seeing anything else that's out of the ordinary. Except for the fact that we do it's weird that they're wanting us to see her bracelet, but we are seeing that we are here at daytime. So unless if this is like artificially underground, kind of like Poppy Playtime sort of thing, I'm gonna say that there are aspects of us here at daytime, which is weird, just like from a storytelling standpoint, but I will let that be. So then that's all the pictures. That's pretty cool. Let's go to our about. Okay, welcome to GiggleLand. Joint. Excuse me, that scared me. That scared me. Oh my goodness, I did not appreciate that. Ooh, made my heart jump a little bit. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's a good thing. Okay, welcome to GiggleLand. Join Tolly on her very special day at the park as she searches for her missing father. Okay, so I was like half right on both ends, except it's a missing kid, or sorry, a kid missing their father. You're not giving it to the police? Kid, stop. Get some help. Literally. Anyway, explore our wonderful attractions. Meet our ever smiling staff and experience the magic that makes GiggleLand the happiest place in the world. So is that not getting noticed by Disney? Like, I'm pretty sure by whatever year this theme park is supposed to be a thing, Disney already says that they're the happiest place on earth. This is like a very close, we're trying to say the same thing. So they're really trying to go for Disney. And Disney like cannot say anything. I'm pretty sure they would though. Anyway, just remember every guest must follow the rules. The management is very particular about that. I sure hope so. Otherwise, you're going to have hooligans like Ella trying to get into staff only. Anyway, features. Navigate through themed areas filled with colorful characters and hidden passages, each holding pieces of the truth. Solve intricate puzzles throughout the park. After all, good children follow the directions. Mother, I have a very important question for you. Do you think I follow direct? Like, am I a good kid? Because I feel like there's a very clear difference between disobediently not following directions and not understanding them but trying to follow them. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to, Mom, help me out, please. Anyway, uncover a story of family, belonging, and the true cost of endless happiness. The park is waiting. Will you join us? Yes. Yes, I will. My little nephew will not be joining, though. I think Elliot might scare him. So, cool beans. Wait, Poppy Playtime is free to play? For real? That can't, like, is that just for the first chapter? I couldn't imagine that, like, the entire thing is free to play. That would make me very happy, though. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, so I am seeing that I can use my PlayStation controller, so that would be very nice. I am also seeing this, which, being on YouTube long enough and sending too many URLs, this is a YouTube thing, so I'm gonna do that. Because Cam W could be somebody's initials, like that's fine. But, albeit, temo, pero, well, I guess it's pero. Anyway, let's try to pull up. I'll pull up on my other thing here. Google. Okay, let's do this.
Easy. Find a pet-friendly Italian
loud.
restaurant.
Elliot! Come on and help me already! Oh! Alright, I'm coming!
Wait, your book!
I'm sorry, Ella. I must have lost track of time.
This is cute. I want a series in this
I didn't
animation
realize
style.
there were so many weeds. Such a cute cat. No, no! You're doing it all wrong.
It's
Here,
the roots, bro.
watch this. If you pull it out too quickly, you won't actually pull the root out.
Good job,
you
Ella.
need to be careful and firm, like this.
Nice.
Wow, Ella, you're really strong.
Kid, she's just
I know
smart.
you can be strong too.
Look at her tails.
Just
They're both of their
remember what I-
tails. Oh. What you want?
What do you jerks want?
You tell him, Ella.
Somebody dropped this.
Oh, God forbid a kid has
that's
dreams.
mine. Time to play cat in the middle.
Stop me.
You think you'll be famous one day? As if. Oh.
It's not him. No, I'm sorry. I should probably specify. It's not the fact that he's getting hit and getting his little pooty handed to him. It's the fact that somebody had to sit there in the sound department and say, look, when Elliot gets hit, we need a sound, but like nothing's sounding right. Can you help us? And somebody had to legitimately look and say, I got you. And that's what they came up with. Let me rewind it so you can hear what I'm hearing. What is that sound? Don't let those punks get to you. I'll get you some ice cream.
We need to remove the weeds from the garden.
Why are you instigating issues? Why are you smirking about it? Oh, he's crashing, literally. Oh my gosh. Brother used vicious mockery and rolled a d20 for it. Oh my gosh. Just be happy.
No problem, Mr. T. Ella really
Charlie
helped me
Brown?
out. Where is Ella? Hey, Ella!
This is cute animation, though. Oh, and nobody cares. He did do a good job on the weeds. Now they're just going to become fertilizer. What is that? What? No, I don't want any of that. Goodness, I couldn't get out of that fast enough. You're not alone. I don't want to be here. Lord. Gosh. Okay, so let's look at this before I start getting sad or something. Okay, so we have, this is episode 3, 2010. So maybe it's part of a TV series? I mean, I genuinely want an animated series for this, but maybe it is part of like a TV show or something that got corrupted or something like that. Because the year is 2025. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, that, my friends, ladies and gents, is really everything that's surface level as far as I know. I haven't heard about any other like really easily accessible videos. So, or like content. Those were the only two that I knew about. They said that the video would be able to be found somewhere on the page, and that's where we found the URL part. So that is sort of the end right now for GiggleLand. As far as I know, if there's any other stuff, I will definitely be posting. Like I said, I will be trying to get some of the content and whatnot on a Talkin' Tuesday, so we can try to do more of a deep dive into that Reddit post and also get more into that website that I mentioned. Try to find that, and we can even try to plug in some of the stuff that was from that one picture that we found in here. We can try to plug in some of that, see if that gives us a website. If not, anyway, I hope you guys had a good time, like I did. And until next time, have a great day. Don't forget to stay radical.